Hello everyone, and it's the Bloodclaw here, and once again I'm just giving some updates of information we have got from Total War Warhammer. Now at Gamescom, CA released a sort of teaser showing some a dwarf running underground with a spider in the background. It was only about 20 seconds long, and so my initial thought was, oh, there's not that much information there. Then when I started thinking about it, that this has actually got something huge other than just teasing us. The dwarf was underground, and now this is in-game assets too. So, as far as I'm concerned then, unless CA are going out and spending quite a bit of money to make underground assets in-game and then them not to be in-game, there's going to be some form of underground gameplay, and that is relatively a sure bet. No company is going to go take their time and their money and spend it on making in-game assets that they cannot use in-game. So I think this is pretty big news. The dwarf, we can expect to see at least dwarf Caracs or something similar in siege battles where they're underground mountains, a bit like Erebor from The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, where the dwarfs that'll be their sort of fortresses, which does sound very powerful when you think of flying units, because it'll render them inert, essentially. So yeah, this could be very important, very big, and it could make the dwarfs very strong on the defensive, which they are supposed to be in the lure and in the fluff. It could also open the doors for Skaven on dwarf, underground warfare, something similar to that. Maybe orcs venturing in to try and attack the Skavens like they sometimes do in the Badlands, or all sorts of new unique gameplay, and I'm wondering how that'll all be represented on the campaign map, if there is anything like that. For all we know, it might just be Dwarven Caracs. Instead of being a siege battle on the ground, it's a siege battle underground, or a siege battle into the through the entrance into underground. But the fact that there was in-game assets for underground is huge, and it does mean that there will be some sort of underground implementation. I've been suspecting this for a while, like ever since they announced Total War Warhammer, because one of the first things I thought is, Total War, how on earth are they going to do the dwarfs unless we see underground gameplay? So it does seem an obvious step, but it was that much of a big step that we weren't taking it for granted, but I'm pretty sure we can take it for granted now. So, hope you've all enjoyed this. I'll see you all next time. Bazzy bye.